You loading your bullets in your magazines and heading down to the border, Riordan, to back up the boys. And
No, based on like the January 6th thing and a lot of these other events, it's just a terrible idea to be around a crowd like that. That is probably going to be full of feds who are gonna, do whatever they have to do to make it as corrupt as possible.
Yeah.
yeah, they want a
I ain't
false
going
flag.
anywhere where they're gonna kick my door down, throw me in jail for 10 years. So I'll let those guys deal with it. But the only positive, in my opinion, is that people are finally doing something, and we have 25 other governors in the country who are siding with our governor. That this is, and I mean, Abbott has declared an invasion. That's a big declaration. Finally, after 3 years, and then they have 25 other governors who are willing to back him up. That we have basically a rogue government who is not following their constitutional obligation of keeping the country safe. So, but I'm sure it's all a big
Well,
false
they
flag.
they took over that park and they got how much razor wire? A couple hundred yards. I mean, what's happening at the rest of the border? Cartels are probably just going
Yeah,
2 miles east or
yeah. They're saying,
west,
"Oh, we can't go through Eagle Pass. We'll use the other 1,200 miles of open
Yuma or
border."
wherever they're.
Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty interesting. But apparently, there's a big trucker convoy, and I don't know if it's hit yet, or I don't know what's going on.
I'd stay away from that.
I'm not going anywhere near
I
it.
think
I
that's where
rarely
you're
ever
gonna
leave my house to begin.
There's
that's where
truckers
you're gonna
from
see
the
the blue on
Canada.
blue shooting that I had in my remote viewing.
They just
Yeah, there were
did
truckers.
it.
Oh,
Sorry,
sorry,
go
Nick.
ahead.
I was just going to say the truckers in Canada from last year, a bunch of them are still in jail.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did it went to court, whether it was in Trudeau's power to use the emergency services, you know, emergency protocols on the truckers, and they found out that it was not just. And so, I mean, some of those guys should either be getting released or there's got to be some kind of repercussion. But they always do this kind of thing. They fuck everyone over, and then 2, 3 years later, then it's like, oh, sorry, we weren't supposed to do that. Yeah,
I wonder.
too
I
late.
wonder if Trudeau will let him out with a big apology speech because that other guy is gaining so much attention, who's opposing him and I guess, wants to run against him.
Yeah, I think,
Pierre or something like
yeah,
that.
Pierre. Yeah, I think Trudeau's on his way out at this point. I mean, he's messed up so many things.
Well,
Um,
I'm sure Klaus will have, Klaus has penetrated his cabinet how many times, so he'll have a job over at the World Economic Forum.
Well, crazy stuff, man. Crazy.
yeah, this guy beheaded his father, made a YouTube video where he pulled out the head and he was just talking for 14 minutes, and it was on YouTube for like a good couple hours, got thousands and thousands of views. Um, some pretty twisted stuff here, but they're saying he's been online saying kind of radical stuff for a long time, telling militias to take up arms against government officials and stuff like that. So, I mean,
Crazy.
how this guy was left to do his thing, I don't know, but it's another crazy motherfucker out here.
No
There's
shortage
some
of
gruesome
those.
stuff on Twitter, on X. The gruesome video popped up on, like guys dying bizarrely. I guess I watched one or two of them, and now it's all I get in my feed. Like, oh,
Yeah.
watch this. Like, oh, this is a way to die. Oh my God. Oh, like, yeah.
Don't feed the algorithms, Dick.
I need to, I guess, do you dislike it or
Yeah, I'm sure
not?
this video will show up on X soon enough. I mean, everything's on there.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw one where some clown was climbing a tower, a high high power line. And he had a video camera on, and he touched the 70,000 volt line. And he just poof, this ball of flame, and it showed his shirt was burned off, and he tumbled to the ground. That was the end. Like, why
There's a
would you
Darwin
do
Award.
Exploded like a pigeon.
Yeah,
Oof.
yeah, it was pretty ugly. So
Terrible.
when's Bitcoin gonna get the all-time high? Who knows? Sometime this year.